Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to counter Fighter, one of the strongest classes in Rampant Reborn. Fighter has fast combos, strong pressure, and a lot of players struggle against it. But if you learn how to deal with its skills, you can win even against Fighter mains. So, let's get into it. First, let's talk about Fighter users' pattern. Most Fighter users will try to get close, hit you with M1, and then instantly do S3 to continue their combo. So your first goal is to keep your distance, and then should master M1 and S3 counters. Once you do that, you can destroy their combo before it even starts. One more thing is Pro Fighter users will do Black S3 in Black stance because it has huge AoE, so make sure to always block dash because it's unpredictable. Now, let's break down how to counter M1 and skills of Fighter. First, let's counter Fighter M1. Most players will only do this if you are close, so bait them by closing in and closing out. The M1 is fast and smooth, but it has small AoE, which makes it easy to block stack. So when they try to do M1, immediately dash, M1, and then block. And you can bypass Fighter's M1 and do hit yours. Sounds easy, but hard to do against pros, and against your own ping, so master block stacking first, and you can cook their M1. Next, let's counter White Fighter's 1. It is a stumping skill, which stuns you if you got hit by S3 before, so it is a dangerous skill that can cook if you got hit. It can also be recasted quickly, so it has no end lag if the opponent recast it. So to counter it, there are two ways depending on your opponent. If your opponent recast it, then you can only do counter block, which is blocking while they do S1 and then immediately countering them. But if your opponent doesn't recast it, then you can easily do a quick stun skill when they do S2. But you should be really focused and be ready to do it at any time. Both ways work, so do your way according to your opponent. Next, let's counter White Fighter S2. It's a skill that blasts energy to do ranged attacks. So most players will only do this when they're in long range to do free damage. So if they are doing like that, then simply block dash and close into them and easily counter them. That's all to do for S2 because it's just a cool long-range skill. Next, let's counter White Fighter S3. It's a skill that quakes the ground and it slows you for 2 seconds. But the dangerous part is if they hit S2 after doing this, then you are stunned and will be easily cooked. That's why this is a programmed skill to counter, because it's a starting for Fighter combos. To counter it is simple, because it has 0.5 second end lag, so you should be really focused and block when they do S3 and immediately counter them. That's all. It depends on your speed, so do it quickly. Next, let's counter Fighter S4, which is the easiest to counter because it has an end lag of 1.5 seconds when switching the stances. Most players only do this when you are stunned, but they also do it sometimes when they are not close to you. So all you have to do is immediately use ranged stun skills when they do this. And yeah, you can counter them easily. Do not miss this counter because it is helpful. So always focus on your opponent. Next, let's counter Black Fighter S1. It's a rushing skill that does a great knockback and stun when hit. So it's important to counter. It's the same counter again, which is counter blocking. Just block when they do S1. And immediately use stun skill, and you just countered them. Pro players will block after S1, but if you are using fast stun skills, then you have chance of countering them. Next is Black Fighter S2. It's a quick striking skill that is used mostly after M1, which makes it uncounterable. But if they spam it for free damage, then you can easily counter it by counter blocking, or you can do some movement and let them miss it so you will get free chance of countering them. To predict this is kinda easy, because since it only hits when the player is close, then you can know they're gonna do S2 when they try to close into you. So dash like a snake and let them miss and counter them. Finally, let's counter Black Fighter S3. This is a dangerous skill that uses to close into opponents and stun them, because it has big range. So if you are in that range, then you should block dash to move, or else they can easily stun you and cook you. It has a recast which does a barrage hits that has huge end lag. So to counter this, you just need to block the first hit, and they will try to recast barrage on you. And when they do, immediately use range stun skills or M1 them from behind, and they are cooked. Pros will try to close in after doing the first hit because it can be recasted within 3 seconds. So make sure to keep your distance after blocking the first S3 hit. That's all for fighter counter, guys. It is definitely one of the hardest classes to deal with, but once you understand how they play, you'll start punishing them easily. Just keep practicing your counters, stay aware of their spacing, and don't let them control the fight. Let me know in the comments what class I should do next. Thanks for watching.